Hello everybody and welcome back to Farm Sim 25 and welcome back to our Sharon Center, Ohio potato farming empire. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are continuing our harvest season. Last month, I think it was, we harvested the giant barley field over there, over that direction. And then this month, obviously, we are going to be doing our first canola harvest. Now, once we harvest this field, I have to go over these tram lines because for some reason the tram lines didn't go away the first time. So, but yeah, we've already got everything down here, so we're just going to jump in her and get her going. You can see our harvester is a bit messy, but that's to be expected considering we just finished harvesting the other field. We're going to jump in here and do what we got to do. So we want to get this thing lined up as best we can. Beautiful. All right. And it's time to get this party started. Canola harvest. Our first canola harvest. Oops. Probably ought to unfold the harvester first. There we go. Okay, set up our auto steer. And let's get this party going. Now, I don't think we get near as much off of a canola harvest as we do for, say, barley. So I don't know how much we're actually going to get off this field. So only time will tell as we harvest this field. But I'm excited to see just how much canola we get off. Now we are going to put all of this canola in the silo and store it until it is needed. So we're going to get a little bit of a buffer between now and the time that we actually need to produce canola oil. Which is another reason we don't really need a big field of canola. But as you can see, with the first edge of the field done, we're only at 2,200 liters, so I have a feeling that we're not going to have near as much when it comes to this. But we do have a lot to do today, so I'm going to shut up and let you guys just enjoy a beautiful little harvest time lapse.
Singing, head up running wide, 50 feet of rhythm, we're side by side. Turning fields to liquid gold, worth more than a story's told. Every pass I watch it pour, that's the sound of profit I can't ignore. I can't ignore. Future fries gonna make that leap. soil. Gonna fry up dreams when the factory's done. But first we work till the setting sun, turning fields to liquid gold, working hard, the story's bold. Someday chips will tell this tale of a farmer's grind that never fails. Turning fields to liquid gold, working hard, the story's bold. Someday chips will tell this tale of a farmer's grind that never fails. Yes.
All right, so that is our canola harvest finished. We'll put this in the back of the trailer and we will put our header up, and then this harvester can go be cleaned and put away. As expected, it doesn't look like we're going to have nearly as much canola off this field as we had barley. You just don't get the kind of yield off of the field as you do with barley. Alright, let's get everything back to the farm. Now, what I'm probably going to end up doing is like a test run when I go to plant the field the next time. Checking the tram lines. If the tram lines are still there, then I will pull out the plow and we will just plow the whole field. We should be able to get this thing back home in relatively short order. We'll put this header away. And then we will be able to go forward and check out our potato harvest. Now, one thing I did want to look at is our production. So we have plenty of water there and we are selling. So we're good. So we don't have to worry about our pumpkins. They are doing just fine. Now, I did have somebody mention in one of the videos that they thought I should cut the trees down on the side where I'm going to put that potato field and put our productions there. But I honestly have this spot here in mind for putting productions. At least that's my thought process anyway. We've got all this extra land. I do intend to buy that farm, or that farmland at some point, that field. And when we do, we will go ahead and be able to build our productions there. Worst case scenario, we could always put it on our property here, because we got plenty of room here. Just go ahead and put this right here. And then we can put this harvester away. All right. Now let's go grab our other tractor. Get this back home. Offload the canola into the silo. I believe we replant the canola field in August. Which coincidentally is the same month that we harvest our potatoes. Sorry, I keep yawning. I apologize, guys. It's been a busy couple of days. I went out of town and worked out of state for the weekend. Left late Thursday and worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Put in 2 12-hour days on Friday and Saturday, and then let's say a 6 or 7 hour day on Sunday to finish up the job and get everything loaded back up and head back the 5.5 hour drive home every time we go out there. This next weekend, I believe I'll be working at Baltimore, or just outside of Baltimore, Maryland. So I'm trying to get some videos ready to go for then. I do appreciate everybody hanging out. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. But yeah, my idea for that barley field that we harvested is to cut that into a giant potato field. I want this whole side to be just one giant potato field. And then eventually, if we need extra barley or extra canola, we can start to transform these 2 fields into canola fields as well. That's my thought process anyway. I forgot to dump my canola in the silo. It's alright, we gotta back it in anyway, so it's fine. Go ahead and offload the canola into the silo. And then we can reverse the trailer. I always think this trailer is going to move more than it does because I'm used to backing up that stupid spreader of ours that has the turning wheels on it. And it just changes course like instantly. So this thing doesn't quite do that. It's more of a traditional trailer. But we can now put this away. And then we should be good to go forward until next month. Just double check that I'm right by checking the crop calendar real quick. So yeah, we harvested our canola, and it will be plantable next month. And then, of course, harvesting the potatoes is available next month as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, so how did I end up back here? Okay. It's officially potato harvest time. Let's get the potato harvester out. I'm going to have AI start working on that while I get ready to go down and start planting the canola field. Because I shouldn't have to worry about the AI on this too much. Alright, so we will set him to AI. Get him started. Pull our John Deere out. Looks like he's going to go ahead and start. There's our planter, so we should be able to pull the planter out, put some seeds in it, go plant our canola field. And we will be planting canola, so we probably want to... No! I'm an idiot. Dang it. I hit the wrong button. I meant to change this over to canola. But then I offloaded everything. So now I gotta sit here and load it all back up. Alright. Now that I got that all picked back up, let me crash it. Oh, God, no. Oh, what have I done? Come on, let me go. It was an accident. You gotta be kidding me. Something tells me that ain't gonna want to come out either. Alright, so I think we can go into the Vehicles tab and reset it from there, which sucks because that means I'm going to have to go all the way across the map. Alright, reset it. Man, that sucks because I got to go all the way across the map to get there. Alright, it's fine. We'll set this down at the field. Oh, I've still got to get seeds and stuff in this thing. Alright, maybe that's what we'll do. Alright, we'll let that fill up. And while that's filling up, let me grab the plow just in case. God bless it. We'll grab the plow just in case. Get that over to the field. Crap. Kind of parked my harvester right in front of it, didn't I? We'll get this over there and hit those tram lines just in case. Also, shoot, forgot. My money's disappearing fast. That thing's got a lot of storage, and we don't need that much seeds for this thing. I'm gonna run out of money before I can hook up to it. Dude, what is going on today? No! I didn't make it! Dang it! Man, nothing is going right today. Oh, man. I've shot myself in the foot so bad right there. Oh, don't tell me this thing fell over, too. For the love... Can anything go right? Well, he just does not want to stand up. I have just in the last few seconds of this video just completely obliterated my own everything. It's enough to make you want to throw something. And I know it's completely my fault, but that doesn't make it feel any better. Yeah, we'll get this over here. We'll knock out those tram lines real quick. Then we should be able to plant that field with the canola. And then we've got to harvest all the potatoes. And since I'm a dingus, I managed to screw myself completely in every bit of it. It's actually kind of impressive how badly I just screwed everything up. I mean, when you really think about it, I managed to screw that up pretty hard. Don't get to come down this way very often. There's the fuel station. All right, while we're thinking, let's go ahead and go into precision farming. I'm at a 90 or an 89% right now, which is good because that means that's going to give us a 12% environmental bonus when we go to sell off our potatoes. We are going to take that down a notch because we are going to be doing some tilling. So that'll drop our environmental score down a little bit. Man, I can't believe how bad we just screwed everything up. Kind of comical when you think about it. It's one of those moments where nothing went right. Alright, we'll set it to allow to create fields. We'll come down here past the animal dealer, and we will jump in our field. Am I dumb? I might be the dumbest player on the planet. Like, I might actually be the dumbest player on the planet. Where's my field? It is that one. I'm not crazy. Like, I literally just drove right past it. Oh my goodness. Somebody get me out of here before I get myself into trouble. Alright. We'll knock out these tram lines real quick and then we'll plant this field. Because for some reason or another, this field, the tram lines didn't go away. So we want to try to get rid of that if we can. Hopefully that's enough. I've never had to do this to get rid of tram lines in the past, so I don't know why this particular field didn't seem to work. Usually you just plant over them and they're fine. But that didn't seem to work last time, so we want to make sure that we get rid of them if we have to. What we could do is speed up time a little bit, and that'll get us over an hour. So that should get us... So we should be going through an hour and 6 minutes now. That should get us a little bit of money in the bank. And allow us to at least get our worker back on the field so that he can be doing stuff while I do this. Actually, that doesn't seem to be fast enough. Well done. That ought to get us where we want to go. Alright, so now we officially have money in the bank. Let me rehire this guy. Alright, now we can put that back to normal. So I ain't gotta worry about it. Been a while since we've done a little bit of plowing, but we are going to be doing a lot of bit of plowing because once I get done with this, I'm going to also go through and connect the potato field with the other field. So we're going to have quite a bit of work to do. But that's another reason I wanted him to start with the big field, is so that by the time I get this finished down here and I get this planted, I should be able to go straight from this field over to working on getting the big field connected up with the other field and extending that other field as well to make as much use of that land as I can. this is the last of the headlands, and then once we get this done, we should be able to go back, grab our planter, which should have more seeds than I need for this anyway. Because canola doesn't take that much in way of seeds to plant. I probably could have got away with not using any of the seed, or not adding any seeds, and just keeping what I had to plant the field of canola, but I didn't think about it until it was too late. But yeah, we'll get this done in no time. Go over, grab the planter, plant the canola on this field, and then we should be able to go from there and head over to connect those two fields. Or if he's not done harvesting the one field yet, then I'll extend the other field, and then I'll connect them. Because I don't want to mess up his harvesting either. Lord knows I've messed up enough stuff today. Alright, so that is all of the plowing on this field that we needed to do. Let's hope that that fixes the issue. You know what, I'll fold it up. But when we get it back over to the farm, I'll unfold it and set it down so that it doesn't tip over on me. I think what happened was I set it down while I was still driving. I forgot that these plows have a tendency to tip over. It is a nice plow, though, I ain't gonna lie. I like these. They also have a 12-meter version of this, I believe. This is the 6-meter. So 18 feet wide. Man, how many mistakes did I make? So it all started with me accidentally unloading the planter, and then after I picked everything up, I then crashed into the silo, got myself stuck, which caused me to have to reset that Pro Compact, or Iceria Pro whatever crop sensor. And then I was like, okay, we need seed still, so then I put it under there, disconnected, so it kept filling. And then I realized I was going to run out of money, so then I dropped. It was a whole. There were so many things that went wrong all at the same time. Alright. Let's go ahead and unfold this. Limit it to fields so that it doesn't cause a problem. And drop it. Beautiful. Alright. Now let's grab our planter. Head back down there. Plant that field real quick. Alright, so we got 71,000 liters of seeds in here, which is way more than we'll ever need for canola, but not quite as much as we would need to plant all the potato fields at the moment. Of course, the next time we plant potatoes, we're going to be planting a boatload of potatoes. I don't know what it's going to take to plant all of it. But yeah, I figure if we need more acres of canola to keep up with the oil production so that we can make our potato chips, then these two smaller fields here, since I can't really connect them up, these two smaller fields can be grain fields, so canola fields, and then we can go from canola in these fields and then have our giant potato field going up that left side. That's my plan. You know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men. Actually, I don't know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men. I just heard that saying. I have no idea what they say. Oh, I'm a dork. Alright, let's unfold this sucker. Take out that stop sign. Set this thing up. As you can see, it is going. Now, somebody messaged me the other day and asked about the planting or plowing or something, but their ground was lagging. If you get too close to your planter or whatever, sometimes you will see, like, right there. It's a visual bug. It's still planting. It just hasn't updated yet. But if you zoom back, you can kind of fix that in the moment. That little tiny strip. Now, I hope that I don't have to do that with that other field too, but I might just go ahead and knock that out while I'm there just to make sure that the tram lines are gone. There we go. All right, so we are actually at 100% now on this field, which is something I don't see very often. But that's good. I don't think I've ever seen it get to 100% on a field before. It's usually in the 80s, maybe 90s. Alright, we'll knock out that last little chunk right there. There we go. Fold this up. Take it home, put it away, because we won't need this until next March. Now, hopefully he's gotten a good chunk of that field done. We'll grab our plow, head over to the backside where that barley field was, and see if we can't get rid of that... Well, I'll probably just go ahead and knock out those tram lines just to be sure, and then I'll extend the field. Because it really doesn't take that long to do the tram lines. We also ought to pull out our trailer, because we will need to offload at least once, I believe. Or will we? I don't think we will, actually. Like, are we getting in... more than 2.5 million liters of potatoes? Because it can hold... Wait, or does it hold 5 million? It might hold 5 million liters. All right, I'm thinking of I'm stupid. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I'm thinking of the trailer holds 5 million liters. The harvester, I think, only holds 2.5, maybe 2.25, or 2.25. I forget. All right, set that down. Now let's grab our plow. Look at that. Good timing, huh? All right. Fire this up. This thing's working kind of weird. Maybe it's just the weight. Oh my god, you missed a spot! Can't be missing stuff. These potatoes are gold, man. Alright, I'm gonna try to cheese this to where I can like reach through and offload these potatoes. We'll see if I can pull it off. I don't know why it's so wiggle wobbly. Right about there seems about right. Not quite. Yep, just can't pull it off. Alright. Well, let's drop that. Let's pull that out real quick. I did say I needed to do that, and then I forgot to do it. I think the reason it missed that spot was probably due to the fact that it ran out. So that kind of goofed, or we ran out of money, so it just like quit working in the middle of it. Alright, that should be plenty. This thing feels like its steering is real sensitive all of a sudden. Like, I don't remember it being that sensitive. Alright. Okay, that feels better. Yeah, I think it was just something goofy going on with the thing. But, we should be able to go ahead and have it start harvesting that field as well. Now we'll grab our ripper, and we can connect these fields up, get rid of those tram lines, and extend the field. So yeah, I think we'll go straight from this right side of this field and try to go around those trees within decent proximity. I think there's a lot more ground here that I gotta plow than I'm giving myself credit for. Also, those trees are like actually a problem. Alright, allow create field. Go ahead and set her down. So we can come over here just a little bit. And then we want to bring this around. Want to get close, but not too close. I'd say that's about perfect. Basically, I'm just trying to guide this in so it flows kind of natural for the time being. There we go. That connects up relatively naturally. Now we have to fill in that gap, and then we got to do all of our tram lines and then connect that field over there. So we've still got quite a bit of work here. Probably should have grabbed the 12-meter plow for this, but we don't really have the money because I went and did a goof. It's alright though, won't take us that long. This thing at least allows us to move at a decent pace. One of the other plows that I used had a much larger working width, but it was only like a 8 mile an hour speed. So you kind of lose a little bit of efficiency that way, even if it is a much larger implement. Now obviously once we finish up connecting these fields and everything, we will have to leave the game and come back for the precision farming side of things to update where the field is actually located. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Every time I do anything when it comes to creating a new field with precision farming, I have to actually leave the game, reload it, and then precision farming will allow us to buy the new updated soil information. Alright, swing her back around and do it again. This field is going to be massive when we're done with it. It's already massive, but it's about to be even crazier. And then eventually it's going to take up this whole side when I'm able to buy that next plot of land over there, which we'll probably be doing this year, because I don't really have anything in mind right off the bat that I have to order. We're not quite ready for the oil plant yet, and we're not quite ready for the potato factory, so we're just going to hold off for a couple of more years. What I'll probably do is just run this straight down the line. And then I'll fill in this area here. Then we'll go back to where we were just at, fill in that area, connect the two fields up, and then work on the tram lines in this field. That way we don't have to worry about them and we know that they're going to work. And the worker has finished its task. Whoops. Let's get you over to the other field. I think it's the first time we've ever done a fully AI harvest of our potatoes for the entire series. I've been doing everything pretty much myself. But I knew there was a lot of tedious work that needed to be done, so I wanted to get that done, and I knew that the AI should be able to handle this while we're doing it. Alright, back to where we were. Like I said, this is a little bit small, but it gets the job done relatively quickly and a lot faster than if I were to use like a real plow instead of this ripper style plow. I don't have to worry about like offsetting the plow or anything like that. Alright, that is this side done. We will run over there and... Actually, might as well... Don't you dare tip over again. Might as well knock out the tram line while we're here. I'm going to need to do it anyway. far as this side goes, I don't think I need to extend this side of the field. I think we'll just leave it. Because it's basically lined up with the field that we already have. Got that about as perfect as I could have. But yeah, so one of the things that I pride myself on as a YouTuber is I read everybody's comments. I try to respond to as many people as I can. I've got a lot of comments, a lot of stuff that I read through and try to reply to. So if you guys ever have any suggestions, any comments, whether it's, even if it's constructive criticism, I'm open. Like, I got one guy that criticizes me occasionally on these farm sim videos for being, like, less than realistic, which is fine. But again, if you guys have any sort of comments or anything like that, please let me know, because I am always open to try to improve. Because at the end of the day, I'm here for you guys, right? I want to make this the series that you guys want to see. Now, I should have just went ahead and connected those two fields, but I didn't think about it. I started doing the tram lines, and now I'm doing the tram lines. It's alright. We'll be back down here eventually, because we got to finish that tram line down there, so. The down and back tram lines. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and fill this area in. Man, he's already done harvesting all the potatoes. Perfect. We'll fill this area in. Shouldn't take us but a couple of minutes, and then we'll knock out all the tram lines, and then we will connect the two big fields on the other end, and then we'll connect them in the middle here. It's like one lone potato plant that he missed. Darn AI. But I hope you guys can see the plan here. Because it kind of like leans right into it. I mean, you can just kind of follow the edge of this field and see kind of what I'm talking about there. I know this field will have a little bit of an odd shape to it, but not every field's going to be a perfectly symmetrical square or rectangle. Gotta follow what the land gives, and I don't really feel like cutting down all these trees, even though it would give us quite a bit more field space. Because I feel like we are missing out on quite a bit of field space because of these trees. But I'm gonna leave them there. There aren't that many trees on this map, and I'd hate to cut a few more down. Alright, so that is this side done. Like I said, we'll fill in this middle section after we're done. But for now, I'm going to do the tram lines, which are right here. It's hard to tell what's tram lines and what's not on this field. I don't know. I feel like the tram lines are kind of weird on this. Also feel like this is a tram line. I guess I need to stay like further up so I can see. Because, I don't know, it's like some weird artifacting going on where it looks like it's like turning, but it's not. Again, normally I don't have to do this with tram lines, but after dealing with it on the one field, this field's much bigger. I don't want to have to deal with it on this one either. All right. I might just give up on these tram lines. I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm hitting them or not. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll give up on them. We'll just knock out the connecting to the two fields, and go from there. Because I don't know which ones are tram lines, which ones aren't. They all blend together. But we'll just knock out these connecting pieces real quick. Should be able to do this pretty easily. Of course, when we get down to this end of the field, we'll have to connect the two fields together vertically, and then I'll go through and do the horizontal. Because I like to blend them together nicely. And you can see we are over quite a bit further on this field. So let's start on this field. Kind of pick a spot. There we go. As long as we stay just outside these trees, we should be fine. Not every one of these branches has collision. So I think we'll be okay even with the potato planter. All right, turn around and go back. Perfect. I wasn't initially wanting to go further over here, but the original field that we have, we did do this, so if I'm going to connect them nicely, I kind of want them to flow together as best we can anyway. Alright, now we should be able to go down horizontal here and connect these fields the rest of the way. Alright, last pass, and these should be good to go. I really hope that these tram lines aren't going to be a problem like that last field was. But I'm almost certain that that's going to bite me in the backside. We'll see. Alright, so if we look on the map, we officially have one ginormous field here. We will have to, like I said, we will have to leave and come back. Man, this AI definitely missed quite a bit, actually. It's kind of annoying. But, either way, we should be good to go forward. I can put this plow in with the smaller shed here. Because we got plenty of room to park in here. Perfect. Alright, let's go hook up to our trailer. I said hook up to the trailer, not drive through it. Little misunderstanding, apparently. Well, I'm in a mess today. Alright, let's go grab this. Everything should be harvested. Everything is officially harvested. There's a little bit on the field. I'm actually going to go through and I am going to clean those up. Because there's a decent amount of potatoes that they missed there. So, we'll knock this corner out right here. And then we'll run this thing down there and grab the far side. I don't know how it managed to miss so much, but we'll clean it up. Hard to find good help nowadays, you know? Alright. Should be driving right towards it. There we go. Beautiful. Now there was one more plant down there, I believe, on that far side, so we'll knock that out real quick too. I know it's like nothing in the grand scheme of things, but I don't like leaving stuff that I put money into on the field. If we can get rid of it, we get rid of it. Only takes a second. There it is. Look at that. It's like one plant. Whoop. Perfect. Alright, now let's get this over here. Offload these potatoes. Got 943,000 liters of potatoes here. So that should put us right around 2.4 million liters, maybe 2.5. There you go, 2.5 million liters of potatoes is our harvest total this year. Go ahead and park this thing in here if I can get her squeezed in here. I forgot to fold up our harvester. Just took out the roof of my barn. Boy, I've caused some damage today. This is one of those days where I probably should have just stayed in bed. Lord have mercy. Imagine how much damage I've caused this farm today. Alright, let's put this up. God, I gotta do some cleaning. Everything's filthy. Shut her down. Close the door. We will go ahead and reverse this into its little tunnel. Better that time. Alright, we'll leave the tractor hooked up to it for the time being. And we'll go forward. But I think that's where we're going to call this episode. It's been a long one. A lot of craziness going on in terms of crashing into everything. But we got everything harvested. That does not bode well for me with these tram lines. You know what I mean? See how they're still there? That worries me. That really does worry me. But I'm going to go ahead and call it there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. In the next episode, we will be doing we'll have to spray the canola field all the way down there. Then we will be selling off all of our barley that we got, which should be hopefully around $100,000. And then we should be selling off all of our potatoes as well, which should be another good chunk of money, which in theory, hopefully, will give us enough money to buy this field next, which is $791,000. It's a lot, but that is the goal. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.